to try to make a difference. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm putting forth an effort. And I think Fran asked me one day on our way home from Austin, do you think we're making a difference?
Mm-hmm.
And I hesitated a bit, and then I said, yes, I think we are. But it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And since that time, that was about 2019, I said that to her. And since that time, I think we have made a difference. I think we've pushed back a little more to the right than we were.
Ready to roll?
Yep.
All right.
Real Texan.
Why should this matter to Real Texans?
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Real Texans. Today we have another winner of the 2025 Conservative Leader Award with us, Sheila Franklin. And Sheila, first of all, thank you for coming down. Congratulations. And I want to start out by reading what one of the nominators, one of the people who nominated you for the award said. Fran Rhodes, who of course is a past CLA winner and the president of True Texas Project, said, for the past several legislative sessions, Sheila has been a constant companion for weekly trips to the Capitol, often driving other people to Austin with her and even standing in on rare occasions that I couldn't be there myself. Our legislative activities are one of the most important things we do, and Sheila's help with that has been invaluable. Her heart for service is admirable and praiseworthy. Sheila, you've been in the trenches of grassroots politics for quite some time now, right? Precinct chair, election judge, legislative activist.
Right.
What first drew you into this?
Well, I had the time because our children are all grown and I was retired. And I became concerned with the 2008 election and the 2009 inauguration that things were going wonky in our country. And we have 5 children, 14 grandchildren, and now 4 great-grands and 2 more on the way. And I'm concerned what the future is going to be for our children and grandchildren. And that kind of motivated me because I had the time to try to make a difference. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm putting forth an effort. And I think Fran asked me one day on our way home from Austin, do you think we're making a difference? And I hesitated a bit, and then I said, yes, I think we are. But it takes time. And since that time, that was about 2019, I said that to her. And since that time, I think we have made a difference. I think we've pushed back a little more to the right than we were.
How did you start to get involved with True Texas Project?
I just found out about the meetings and started going to the meetings in 2010 when it was still Northeast Tarrant Tea Party.
And True Texas Project's Tarrant County, right? As the name suggests, right? It used to be the Northeast Tarrant County Tea Party. The Tarrant County satellite still, I think, the largest group. You help lead it. What do you believe makes that community so strong and effective in Tarrant County?
I think it's the time. It's well rooted there in Tarrant County. It's been well known there for since 2009. What is that? 14 years, 15 years now, 16 years. And so there are a lot of people who have been active with the group for most of that time. It's hard to give up.
So you're a co-director of the chapter now, but obviously you started as just another person attending the meetings. What was it like in those early years of the group, and why did you increase your involvement?
Well, one of the earliest meetings I remember was when Rick Santorum came, and he was running in at that time. I guess it was the 2012 election way back. And I even made a trip to Des Moines. I think that one was in 2016, that on behalf of the True Texas North Tarrant Tea Party, it would have been at the time, I went to Des Moines with 3 other people. And we were there at the First in the Nation caucus, standing for Rick Santorum. And that was kind of the earliest strong memory I have of being really active. And I just little by little became more aware of what was going on. I used to go to a lot of different Tea Party groups, but they all kind of faded away, except Northeast Tarrant Tea Party became True Texas Project. And we, I think, do more now than we ever did as a Tea Party.
Let's talk a little bit about those weekly trips to Austin. I know during the legislative session, Fran certainly, right? She's down there every week. You're often with her. What do y'all do when you're down here?
Fran does the preparation work, and she writes up white papers that we distribute to the senators and representatives' offices. And one week, I don't remember how many it was, the 100 and, let's see, there are 31 senators and 150, so 181 in the legislature. And so I think we delivered papers to all their offices with some other people that were down there working with us to do that. And they come from True Texas projects all over the state to go. I was down there 17 times during this last session. And Fran was also down there 17 times, but we missed 2 times together. And one time was snow.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
So nobody went. So there were 19 weekly sessions, and one or the other of us was there, all of them. And we were together a lot.
That's a better attendance record than some of the members, right?
Right.
What is the reaction from members when y'all go down there?
Sometimes it's very receptive. One time I went in Zeffirini's office, where she's a well-known Democrat. And talking to the people in her office was a little awkward for me. And that was several years ago. But my closing remark was, we may not disagree on a lot of things, but I think we both want what's best for Texas. And so that's the way I always tried to approach it, was we're both looking for what's best for Texas.
Do you think some people avoid getting involved in politics because they don't necessarily think they are prepared to be in those sorts of, uncomfortable confrontations sometimes? Maybe,
but I think it's just people are just passive about it. They don't think they can do anything. And so they don't try.
Y'all, when you make these trips to Austin, often bring in new people who have never been to the Capitol before, and it's their first time getting involved. What are the big issues that y'all have been pushing for and during the last session, or maybe even looking forward?
Well, I'm kind of blank right now. I might need some prompting. We're not necessarily pro school choice. There was a mixed bag on that one, whether or not it was a good deal for Texans or not to have the state funding different entities in the schools. I really am blank right now.
Property taxes.
Well, we're all for the complete doing away with the property taxes. I don't know if that'll happen in my lifetime or not, but maybe it will. Reduction in property taxes, but then what happens? The school districts in the cities raise their rates, or the appraisal district raises the values of the homes, and taxes go up. I've already read some, well, we might have gotten a $40,000 deduction, but my taxes are going up. And nobody knows who to blame, so they kind of blame everybody, I guess.
Legislative advocacy, as you know, is often very, very slow, right? You're measuring things in years sometimes of these issues being passed. What gives you the stamina to keep showing up, testifying, watching votes, all of that?
Well, it's really just like what I said to Fran that day. Trying to make a difference takes time. And as long as you still think you need to make a difference, then you don't give up.
Let's talk a little bit about, you're not only involved in the True Texas Project, are you a current precinct chair now?
I am not.
Okay, you have been a precinct chair. What is that like for somebody who, a lot of people, that's their first entry into it?
It was very long days.
Yeah.
Because when I was first worked in elections, the first experience I had was interesting. I got a call on a Sunday night for the Tuesday election. Would you be interested in working as a clerk for the Democrats? And I said, well, I'm a Republican. And basically the response was, we don't care if you're willing to work. Okay. Well, I started to say no, but I said yes. And I'm really glad I did. Because when I walked into the Willow Springs Elementary School and there was a Democrat sitting at one side and a Republican sitting at the other side, I'm working with the Democrats. Some of my friends voted that precinct, and what are you doing over there? But I got some experience that day. And then the next election in the fall was the 2008 presidential election.
Right.
That's not right. It was the 2012 presidential election. And I was working that election, and it was a big one, crazy one, because of Obama and that election. So it was, I got some good experience just being there on that primary.
As you look towards 2026 and beyond, what issues or battles do you believe the grassroots in Tarrant County are most prepared to engage in?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we're still going to be fighting property taxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest thing. That still trying to talk them into finding another way to raise money for Texas.
A lot of activists, especially over the last several years, have also been pushing legislation to protect children in schools and things like that as well.
I think we've made a lot of headway in that direction, but there's probably more that we can do. School libraries, we're still having problems with school libraries.
Yeah. If you could share one message with Texans who feel maybe disillusioned or ineffective in the political process, what would you tell them?
Don't give up. Because if you give up, we give in and we lose everything. So we just have to keep pushing for what we think is right and good for the state. Otherwise, it'll all just go away.
Excellent. Sheila, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations again on winning the award. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Real Texans.